Hello adventurers, I'm Gray and welcome to another Hytale blog post. It has been quite a while since I've done a Hytale related video, which is a little bit sad considering how this channel is called Graytale and it's meant to be focused on Hytale content, and I like doing Hytale videos and I'm still really interested in Hytale. In fact, it is my most anticipated game at the moment, and it has been since it was announced. But I just haven't had the chance to do videos, and not just Hytale, but videos in general. Life has really gotten in the way for me. This is my busiest year of my entire life. I am currently in a doctorate program in school, and I'm in my third year of this program, and it's so busy. I have so many different things I'm doing at the same time, and I just haven't had the chance to do YouTube like I wanted to. And I'll probably talk more about this in a separate life/channel update video, but I just wanted to let you know why I haven't been doing much Hytale related stuff. Unless it's something that I can really quickly do a video on, like this. It's really hard for me to spend the time coming up with stuff to make videos about and scripting and doing all that sort of stuff. But I figured since they did a whole new blog post, the Winter 2021 development update, and along with that, they did a showcase of some new Hytale stuff in a video from Riot. For those who don't remember, Riot owns Hytale basically. Don't worry, Hypixel Studios still has a lot of creative freedom over their game, but they receive a lot of funding from Riot, from what I recall. It's been a while since I've looked at a lot of this new stuff for Hytale. But I figured I'd watch that video, give some of my first reactions, because I have not seen it yet. I've heard about it, I have no idea what's in it, and I have not seen it. So I'll give some reactions on that, and then we'll go through this blog post. So this video is called Hytale Riot X Arcane Epilogue, Making Games from the Heart. So I figured this is sort of like an interview with Hypixel Studios to sort of see the development process and that sort of thing, and their thoughts when coming up with the game, and what the partnership with Riot is like. Let me turn down the volume a little bit.
Writers come up with
A little more.
amazing ideas, sometimes crazy ideas. I wish we can do them all.
Sounds like he's saying ideas, but I think it's ideas.
Everything. And then sometimes we
YouTube, why?
realize we're not necessarily the best studio to make these games. And that's kind of
I like this
how
guy in
I
his hair.
felt when I met Noxy and the team at Hypixel. They came up with a demo of Hytale, and right away saw that we had something special. It was both familiar but also different. Different because it's a different game. It's a different genre than what we're used to. But familiar.
Yeah,
in the way they
Riot's
talk
not
about
exactly
it.
known for
The way
the
they're
sandbox
willing to
survival
challenge
genre,
their
are they?
dedication to one game and their commitment to make it better and better for years to come. That sounded very familiar to us, very Riot, and that's why we decided to partner with them.
I
and
really do
eventually
hope
have them
Hytale
join
turns
the
out
family.
well. I know a lot of people
I
had
wanna know
concerns with
all
Riot
about
funding,
this, but I'm
but I
not
feel like if
experts
Hytale
in
turns
this.
out well,
So
that's a
let
good
me
sign
invite
for
my
other
friend
games that
Noxy
Riot
to
might
tell you about this journey.
own and other studios they might support. Oh, got some nice chill beats to relax/study to in the background, I see. I don't think I've seen inside of Hypixel Studios' office before, so it'd be pretty cool to take a look.
So the story of Hypixel is a story of a collective of Minecraft modders who
Oh, and that's what
dream
Noxy
of
looks
going
like.
pro and having their own game someday.
You know what?
Hypixel was very much driven in its ambition.
He looks like a nerd, but a pretty cool
The
one.
challenges that we faced as modders. So when we made the game, we knew that we were making the game for modders like ourselves. Since the announcement,
I'm not going to be hyper-analyzing this, by the way. I do not have the time.
We started the process of making some pretty big changes on our path in order to ensure that we're going to meet our commitment to the players and realize their dream of what the game can be. It's pretty remarkable when you announce a trailer for the first time, and you know, before the game is even out, you're getting fan art, you're getting tattoos, you're getting cosplays and props. Subreddits are developing, and the community.
And there is a lot of like really cool people in the community, and I watch like a lot of. Well, I don't watch a lot of Hytale videos, to be honest. It's a bit strange. I feel weird watching a lot of other YouTubers' Hytale videos. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like an inherent sense of I don't want to get spoiled, but that's also weird because I do read the blog post, so I don't know. It just feels weird to me. Maybe I'm trying to not overexpose myself.
And advice that we could get for that journey.
Because I feel like you're more likely to get burnt out if you're constantly doing that.
And even back then, before we had proven that the audience was interested, Riot was interested, they supported us.
I also just don't have time to watch a lot of stuff, to be honest.
Later, when we became
I stopped watching almost all the YouTubers I'm subscribed to these past like 2-3 years because of school.
Our COO.
In Hytale, you create an avatar and
I like the song.
your mark on an immersive fantasy world. As an avatar, you have the power to reshape yourself and the world.
All of the Hytale's music I've heard so far I've loved, so.
Magic, and to take everything we love about the block game genre and combine it with our favorite parts of classic fantasy RPGs. You'll go on adventures in a world called Orbis. Here you have the freedom to craft, build, explore, and take on challenges with your friends. Our goal
Some stuff from the combat showcase we had a while ago. But some of these clips are new for sure. Probably showing off some new prefabs. To be honest, I haven't looked at Hytale news in so long, I don't remember what's new and what would be a new review here and what was already revealed. I'm really bad. I'm a bad Hytale news YouTuber. I'm not really a Hytale news YouTuber anyway. All I want to do is record Let's Plays when it comes out. Like, that's what I want to do. Because that's what I enjoy watching on YouTube. I do news right now because that's really all you... Like, what else are you going to do for Hytale at the moment? Some new combat stuff. It looks really cool, though. Oh, I like that glide. Oh. Oh, he's got sent to the pit.
All of this is a set of tools that are intended to help creators undertake the same sort of journey that we have. These range from advanced block building tools to an in-game modding interface that lets you reconfigure gameplay itself.
I think a part of why I don't watch a lot of other YouTubers' Hytale videos, to be honest, is because I don't watch a lot of the style of content a lot of them are, which is a bit strange because it's sort of similar to some of the stuff I do for Hytale right now, which is like new stuff. But I don't watch a lot of like game news and stuff like that at the moment. I just watch Let's Plays. So that's what I like doing as well. Ooh, look at that. Is that like a... looks kind of like a lizard with a light on its head. Treasure! Ooh. Sakura trees.
So Hytale is a very ambitious game, but with Riot's support and some of the resources that we've been able to unlock, we now feel like we're moving in the correct direction to meet that ambition. We've been able to expand our team. We're hiring, developers that I used to grow up playing their games. We've been able to set up our own office instead of being 100% remote. We now get supported by the office. We're hugely grateful for the support of our community and especially a lot of the fan artists. So we've decorated the walls of the office with that fan art. But most of all, we're confident now that the direction that we're being unlocked to move in is the direction that the community deserves Hytale to be.
So I feel like productivity goes up when you have a actual office for the most part. Now, to be fair, I don't agree with the idea of an open office. I feel like the most productive people prefer some peace and privacy when they do their work.
And so we want to bring
but the ability to quickly communicate with someone by walking up to them and ask them a question, I think helps.
The Riot community, a lot of different groups to come and experience this game with us. We made this game because we felt like this is what we wanted to make in our heart. And that's what Riot, I think, recognized, and that's why we partnered, is, coming from the heart is how you make games that will move players.
I hope Riot believes in that. I don't think I played any of Riot's other games, so I literally do not know. So I believe that was a part of a live stream Riot did called Undercity Nights or something like that, where they were showcasing a lot of things that they're doing. And they revealed a lot of info about Hytale through that live stream, and they sort of elaborate on that through this development update. So it might talk about a lot of the stuff that we just saw in that video, but I figured let's go through it anyway. I'm always interested in seeing in more detail what they're going on. What's going on, I should be saying. So, hi everyone. Last weekend we made an appearance on Riot's Undercity Nights livestream to tell the story of Hytale's development. If you missed it, you can watch the whole segment on Riot's YouTube channel. I would highly recommend you all check out that video and on your own, give it a like or something. And also, I'll link the blog post in the description of this video if you want to read this blog post for yourself. I would also recommend that. But yeah, this is the video we just watched. Cute Quebec. We knew that this presentation was going to reach players that might not have heard of us, so we made an effort to tell our story from the beginning and reintroduce the various elements of Hytale with this new audience in mind. However, we also wanted to acknowledge our existing community and provide a glimpse at some of the progress we've been making over the last year. Today, we're going to dig a little bit deeper into some of these new developments. Okay. It's pretty cool, some landscape gen. Is that a prefab, or is that a... It looks like a prefab, I think. As explained in our previous development update, we spent a lot of time over the last year conducting a deep investigation into all the things we need to do in order to ensure that Hytale lives up to its expectations. Those are pretty high expectations, so I'm glad that they're... I've said this before, I'm glad they're aware of it and they're trying their best to meet it. This investigation extends from the technology underpinning the game to the design and structure of Hytale itself. Many of these efforts are ongoing, particularly on the technical side. It's vitally important to us that Hytale supports a large, interconnected community for many years to come. That means making sure that we're ready for the challenges that come with growth, including eventually releasing the game on multiple platforms. I think that's very much achievable. Okay. Here's a little gif. Little gif of the owl flying through the desert. There we go. Beautiful. Over the last few months, we've seen some speculation that planning for multi-platform means dialing back on the scope of the PC version or on our commitment to creators. Who's been saying that? I feel like that's not true for almost any game. This is not the case. We strongly believe that every part of our community benefits when barriers to play are removed. It's like Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Though to be fair, I still like Java Edition a lot more because it's, in my opinion, a lot easier to mod. Or to apply mods, at the very least. And also doesn't have a built-in store. I'm not exactly opposed. It's just a separate tangent. I'm not completely opposed to Minecraft Marketplace. I prefer Java. That's sort of what I'm used to it. It doesn't have all that bulk. We can't promise that every future version of Hytale will have exactly the same set of features, but we intend to get as close as we possibly can without compromising the scope or functionality of the PC version. This is how we give Hytale the best chance of becoming a healthy, creative, and inclusive space for everybody who wants to participate in it. I wonder if Hytale will have a mobile version. I don't remember if they mentioned that before. While this important technical work is ongoing, we've continued to test new and revamped features. As a result, many of the new features we revealed this weekend are prototypes, and we expect them to continue to evolve as development continues. Let's get into the details. Alright, Traversal. Oh, okay, I did not notice that in the trailer. Probably should have been paying a bit more attention. This reminds me of, I forget the name of the mod. There was like an old Minecraft mod that was like Advanced Movement or something like that, where you could like climb up 2-block high walls, you could like crawl underneath 1-block high things, and it was pretty cool. And like, I remember swimming was more like actual swimming at the time, and you could hold on to like bars that are above you and sort of pull across like monkey bars, that sort of thing. I can't remember the name of that mod. It was like really classic Minecraft mod. We really thought we were being subtle with this one. At the end of the video, as our avatar crew races across desert hot springs, one character leaps and grabs a ledge before hauling herself up. This is an example of Mantling, which is one of several new movement techniques we've been prototyping. You know, it makes sense that a group of people who started off as Minecraft modders take some things and implement the best parts of some Minecraft mods. I think that's pretty neat, and that's a little bit distinct from what some other groups might do. At the moment, Mantling allows characters to climb up a wall that would otherwise be too high to jump over, as well as making leaping across gaps slightly more forgiving. It'll make parkour maps interesting, to say the least. From a standing start, a player can currently jump and grab a ledge that is 4 blocks high. Okay. Interesting. So it's not just like 2 blocks, it's like up to 4. Interesting. And I'm guessing they have the luxury to tweak that if they want to. This is some more landscape generation. This looks like a Minecraft Plains, kinda. The team is also testing a step-up animation for 1-block high inclines, which allows characters to walk or run up shallow slopes without having to hop. We have found that these changes make movement across the landscape much smoother and more fun, whether you're slowly exploring or racing against your friends. I don't know, I kind of prefer the, There's a reason why I turn off auto jump every time I go into Minecraft, okay? Though when I'm on a horse, I'm fine with going automatically up 1 block. I don't know how it would feel being on foot. But if they've tested it, maybe they like it. So I'd have to try it to see. Speaking of races, we've conducted many internal parkour trials since implementing these new features. Aw, yeah. Parkour has always been my thing in Minecraft. Like, I was always, out of my friend group, I'm probably not that great now. I used to be really good at it. Though watching some YouTubers do it now, I'm like trash compared to them. But I used to be really good at Minecraft parkour, so I'm happy to see that. And these have generated a ton of demand for the ability to butt slide under low obstacles by sprinting to a crouch. So you heard it here first. We're working on butt sliding too. Alright. Love it. New lands. As we've said, the new video features a mix of prototype work alongside older and more familiar designs. This is also true for worldgen. The rocky landscape above is an example of a new take on Orbis' greenest and most temperate region. It's not the only example of new worldgen on display. We're not quite ready to go into detail just yet, but we wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that we've been prototyping some fairly dramatic changes to how Orbis is structured and the way the world is generated. Ooh, so all the stuff that we know, that we thought we knew previously is going to change? Interesting. Interesting. That's interesting. So it might not even be like the biomes like separated from each other, getting progressively harder? Could it be like different from that? I mean, they haven't revealed it yet, so I'm just literally just speculating at this point. But it's interesting. Who knows what it might be? The fundamental themes, cultures, and concepts that were previously represented by the various zones remain. Okay, so I'm guessing like Quebec would still be in the first zone. I don't even remember the zone names. It's been so long. But we're reevaluating the way they relate to one another as part of the overall flow of the player's experience. Oh, so it is what I was saying. Like, it might not even be where it goes from grassland to desert to Berea to, like, the devastated lands or whatever. Like, could be completely different. Could be each zone can be equal in difficulty or whatever. I don't even know. Maybe they thought that was too limiting? Not sure. This is another look at the swamplands. We're aware that the Hytale community likes to document and map out the world of Orbis based on the details we've shared over the years, so consider this a heads up that the changes we're working on will shake up some of those assumptions in a good way. I hope so, and I hope the community agrees. Daggers and dashes. This will probably end up being my type of combat, because my combat style in most games is get up close and be fast and deal damage. Like, I want to be aggressive and I want to be moving quickly. So I always like the sort of rogue style, dagger style combat. So long as it's good, because some games make it so that it's literally the worst style of combat, like it does so little damage, it's pointless. So hopefully they get the balance right. We've been doing a lot of work on Hytale's combat system, and we're far from done, but it was great to see such a positive reaction to the PvP clip that we featured in the video. We've been doing lots of playtesting of these new combat features through duels and other forms of PvP, and this clip reflects many of the discoveries we made through that process. The fun of chaining special moves, the importance of fast footwork and careful positioning, to dramatic reversals of fortune that come when somebody steps a little too close to a dangerous ledge. Yep, I've won a lot of Hunger Games battles in Minecraft just because even though my gear was trash and the other guy had like full diamond, I used my environment to my advantage, sneak attacked him, and just knocked them off the edge. So that's always a good tactic. In particular, we wanted to show off some of the work we've been doing on fast combat playstyles. Back in the summer, we went deep on swords and maces as a way of illustrating the way different weapons change the way your avatar fights. In this clip, we show how light weapons like daggers enable a quick and evasive playstyle that uses supreme mobility to steadily chip away at a foe. Let's take a closer look. Alright. Yep, this is the exact same clip from the video earlier. You can see sort of the dagger, how he kind of gets knocked into the air and he can kind of do... Okay, it's not really flying, it's more like a little dash, though he still got wrecked by the axe. Or, sorry, the hammer, not the axe. Wait. Okay, I was looking at the tree in the back and I was like, is that an American flag on the tree back there? No, it's just the roof of the house behind it. Okay. You can see how the dagger-wielding player relies on quick dashes rather than blocks to evade damage, and how their leaping special attack allows them to close with their opponent for a quick hit before backing off. Dealing damage allows them to charge up the dagger's signature attack, a rapid flurry of blows before they get hit by the mace's overhead slam and recover for an aerial dash. However, this aggression leaves them vulnerable to some follow-up footwork from the mace player, opening them up to get unceremoniously hilt bashed into the fire pit. Once again, we'd be doing our designers a disservice if we failed to emphasize that these clips represent work in progress, and that the specifics of how each weapon functions are going to keep evolving as time goes on. Even so, we're really pleased with the progress that we've made, and we're glad to see that it has resonated with our community too. Very cool. I hope the combat turns out well also, because it's a really tricky thing to balance. I would say in this genre, but really the only game that's super similar to this and exactly what it's going for is Minecraft, and Minecraft combat has been notoriously divisive. So I hope they have something that is unique and gives it its own character, which it looks like they do, but also is balanced and fun to play. Because there's a difference between just being balanced and also being fun. Like, you can have a balanced game where all the classes are equally work against each other, but none of them are fun. Or you can have them balanced and fun, so I hope it's the second. As a final note, we wanted to say thank you to all the fan artists whose work appears in the video, as well as to those who have sent us their creations more recently. I wish I could draw and send you stuff, but I suck at art. As you can see from the walls of our office, the enthusiasm and creativity of the Hytale community is a huge source of motivation for us, and something that we're very grateful for. We know that waiting sucks, but as Noxy says in the video, we're confident that we're headed in a direction that will make the wait worth it. I forget, when did they say it was coming out? Was it in 2023? I don't remember if they ever said, like, what year it would come out. To be honest, it might be better for me that it takes so long to come out, because if it had released this year, I would not have had time to play it. straight up would not. Same with the beginning of next year. Like, starting summer next year, I might have a bit more time. I'll be starting to go on rotations. Like I said, I'm in a doctorate program. But this school year, I just do not have time, so it's probably to my benefit. In the meantime, have a great time over the holidays, take care, and keep sending us your art and ideas. We'll be back in touch when we have more progress to share. And because it's rapidly becoming a tradition, here's a new track by Hytale composer Oscar Garvin. This one's called Into the Endless Sky. I'm guessing this is what played in that blog post, so I'm not going to play it right now, but if you want, like I said, this blog post will be linked in the description, and you can go and listen to the song on your own. I most definitely will, and I'll be enjoying it, I'm sure, because I have enjoyed all of the Hytale songs so far. But yeah, that is it for this blog post. I don't really have much else to add. I'll probably do a separate life/channel update at some point in the, I would say, near future, but once again, my schedule is so crazy that I have no idea when I'll have another chance to record. The only reason I'm able to record this is because it released during the first day of my Thanksgiving break. So even though I have tons of homework to do, I could find some time to record a Hytale video. But yeah, I'd like to say, since it's the spirit of Thanksgiving, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. For the ones who have stuck around over so much time, so many weeks of me not uploading anything. And for those who are interested in Hytale and are putting up with my non-Hytale related videos, I just enjoy playing games. I just want to upload what I'm playing and upload and share some of the fun times I have both by myself and with friends. So that's what I want to do on my channel because that's what I enjoy watching on YouTube. So I appreciate y'all for putting up with it. And once Hytale releases, I'll be playing that a ton. It might be the sole focus of the channel at that point because that'll probably be all I'm playing at that point. But we'll see. We'll see. But once again, thank you all so much. I really would appreciate a subscription. It helps me out. It keeps me invested in doing YouTube and makes me enjoy it so much more. And also thank you to the Hypixel Studios team. I appreciate all the work you're doing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game turns out and playing it once it's released. Do your best, work hard on it. I'm sure you'll make it great. And yeah, thank you so much. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next adventure.